Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor, and today I wanted to take a little trip back to the Shimmering Flats. And, oof, what have they done to you, Shimmering Flats? Here's the thing, I quested in this area, it was okay, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't old Shimmering Flats. And that's why I wanted to revisit the classic WoW, vanilla WoW, old school Shimmering Flats. So around level 30, if you never experienced this before, you would pretty much do 1,000 needles, and none of this was underwater, and you would do all these quests, and then you would do the Shimmering Flats, and that would take you into Tanaris, which was right here. And I think what made the Shimmering Flats so interesting and so different was, it felt like it belonged there. Does that make sense? It felt like it was this big open desert in the middle of the land, and it was just like, well, you know, it's almost like you're lost in a desert, and there's just this raceway, you know, this random raceway here that we're about to go down and see, and just all these desert animals kind of wandering around, and that was like it. And at first you think to yourself like, oh, this is such a boring zone, right? There's nothing here. Why would they even put this in the game? But then you start running around, you start doing these quests, and you start appreciating what it actually is. It is what it is. It's a big empty desert with a few things in it. So first off, here's the Saltstone Crystal Hide Basilisks, which drop the Blade of the Basilisk, which is an item that I attempted to farm back in classic WoW or vanilla WoW or whatever. I don't know if vanilla WoW is old WoW or classic. It doesn't matter. And I tried to get it to make enough money for my mount. I was like, I have an idea. I'll just farm enough money to get Blade of the Basilisk, and then I'll sell it and I can buy my mount. It never dropped. Well, it did drop, but not until either Wrath or Burning Crusade, one of those, but it didn't drop when I needed it, which was the most important detail there. But it was still a place that gives me those fond memories because I did spend so much time grinding here, as well as some of the turtles, which were more over this way. But first, let's take a look at the Raceway, which was right over here. Let me go up and get some air. Whee! Here we go. Oh my god, Sea Ray, why you gotta do this to me? I don't actually have any other good water mounts. I just have the Sea Ray. So yeah, it's still one of my favorite zones in World of Warcraft. And like I said, it just felt right. It felt like it belonged. You know, you weren't just coming here, going from, you know, like, do the quest, go to here, do the thing. It was just kind of like, hey, here's a thing, go around and do stuff. And in a game that, I don't know, it sounds so bad. It sounds like it's not fun, right? It sounds like, oh, you just get a quest and you run around grinding mobs. And it kind of was that, but I don't know, man. When Classic WoW comes out and you come to the Shimmering Flats, I want you to just tell me what you think after experiencing it. And don't just do it right away and be like, oh, this is boring. I want you to fully complete the zone, right? Do all of these Shimmering Flats and then move on. And after a few days, look back on it and give me your opinion on the Shimmering Flats. Maybe somebody in the comments can do a better job of describing it than I can, because I'm not, if you couldn't tell by now, I'm not very good with words. But anyway, here's the Raceway. It was pretty cool. They'd always have these races between goblins and gnomes, and they'd go wee, and they just, you know, go all around. You could follow them if you wanted. I believe over here there still is a rocket car stuck in the wall. It was kind of like pod racing. It was like goblin gnome pod racing, and that was such a cool thing to see. Was you're in this big desert area with nothing in it, and then you just come across this raceway, and you're like, what the shit is this? And then you're like, oh, it's like pod racing. Now this is pod racing. Yeah, here it is. Oh my god. Look at this, dude. Here it is. Oh, it's even above water still. There's the goblin guy. It even kind of looks like pod racing. He's got the two big rocket things. Can I breathe? Okay, thank you. And he crashed into the wall. If you go down here a little bit, yeah, you can see it. It's just kind of dangling. It's just, I don't know, it's really cool. So again, once you play Classic WoW, go through Shimmering Flats and then tell me what you think of it. And for everybody that's already done it, please help me explain why the Shimmering Flats is like so popular. Like to me, Desolus, for example, even though it was desolate, it didn't really feel that exciting. I don't know what it was about Desolus. Maybe because it had demons and stuff in it. I don't know. I just didn't like the theme. But the theme of Shimmering Flats was that it's, you know, a big empty desert. And that was that. You know, you got your Kodo bones. You got your big holes in the ground. You know, it didn't have whale shark there before. It just had a bunch of vultures flying around. You know, some turtles you had to grind, get the shells and stuff. But it could also be nostalgia. I'm very excited to go back and play it all again when Classic WoW comes out. But, man, Shimmering Flats. I love this place. Let's see, what else was there? We had over here. What is this? Some of these things I'm not sure if they had before or if they added them in. Oh, there's a sparkle shell snapper. Those are the turtles. Those are the turtles I had to farm for a while. Oh yeah, this is where they'd all be. All the sparkle shell snappers, they'd all be over here. I believe there was a quest for this thing, but my memory is kind of foggy on that. I don't have any like specific memories. That's a big turtle. Wowee. Here's some more saltstone crystal hides. Let's see. Here's some stuff. Yeah, here's the Raceway still. That's what was so cool, was the Raceway. It was just huge. It would go all the way around, and you could actually watch it, and I thought that was cool. I do wish there was like... I almost wish they would have kept it the way it was and done like a really cool pod racing style thing, where it's like you get to race the goblin and the gnome, or like maybe you get to race against one or the other if you're like an engineer or something like that. I don't know. It would have been really cool if they did an actual race, but they didn't do that. They just flooded it, and we're swimming around. But yeah, as you can, I mean, there's no like crazy. I'm not like, oh, and here's the craziest thing. It's just, it's desert, which is, it truly is the beauty of it. The one thing I didn't really like. Hold on, I'm gonna fly over here because I don't think there's anything down below. Hold on here. I'm gonna drop down now. And over here, I believe, yeah, this place. Wait, what was this? Scorpion. Oh yeah, there's a scorpion type of thing. Again, you just kind of grinded them over here. I think it might have been some guy's camp that died to scorpions or something. I don't remember. But over here was actually my least favorite part of the Shimmering Flats, which was these Silithid Ravagers. I hated this place so much. I hated it. Just having to deal with these bug creatures. I just hate a lot of things that have to do with Silithus, aside from like AQ. Everything else with Silithus is just like, ugh. It's just weird bug insects. They're just annoying to fight. There's this but yeah, there was this is it. You'd have to go into this tunnel. I really don't, I'm not into like the bug creatures. Ironically, I main Zerg in StarCraft. But if I had to fight against Zerg, I would hate it. I like being the bug creatures, but I don't want to be against the bug creatures. It's like when you got that guy in your team in a sports thing, but when that in a sports thing, you know, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, whatever you watch, it's like that guy you hate on the other team. But when he's on your team, you're like, yeah, this guy's awesome. Like if the Silithid were on my team, I'd be like, all right, sweet, we got cricks, we got the Ravagers, you know, we got this cool tunnel. But when you're on the opposing team, they're just annoying to deal with. Does that analogy that probably makes absolutely no sense. Either way, I really hated this part, and yeah, but overall, Shimmering Flats, man, what a great place. What a great zone that is now flooded and has a boat floating in it. And again, I did this in my WoW leveling series. I went through and did all these quests. It was okay, but I don't think it was anywhere near the original Shimmering Flats, as basic as it was. So hey, again, thank you for listening to my vanilla classic WoW stories, where I just ramble about my nostalgia for old school WoW. If you have anything you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments section below. You know, there could be anything. It could be me drowning in classic WoW. I'm sure I got a story about that. It could be a zone. You could pick out a zone, maybe a dungeon, attunements, you know, whatever it is, battlegrounds. Just let me know. I might do a Warsong Gulch one, or Alterac Valley would obviously be a good one. I remember some good Alterac Valley stories. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know all the stuff I told you to type as well earlier, like your opinions on Shimmering Flats and all the stuff, blah, 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 blah. Either way, thanks for watching. If you're new here, click the follow button to subscribe. Wait, follow button? What am I on Twitch? Click the subscribe button, please. Notification. Listen, whatever. You don't have to do any of that. I hope you just enjoyed the video. I like just rambling, you know. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See you.